Hi everyone, it's Simon Keeling here at weatherweb.net and it is Friday the 11th of December. Thanks again for watching. And it's JMA Day, when the Japanese Meteorological Agency released their weekly month-ahead forecast. So we always take a look at that here at weatherweb.net. And what you're looking at the moment is a chart of the Northern Hemisphere. We've got the North Pole centred in here. You just make out the UK underneath here, Spain as well down there. And this is a chart of 500 millibar anomalies. Now, I know many of you watch these forecasts day in, day out, and thank you for doing that. But we've got lots of new viewers as well. So just to fill you in on what this chart is, it's a chart of 500 millibars, which is about 18,000 feet in the atmosphere. And the colours on here show us the anomalies. So where we see yellow and orange colours, that means that heights are above normal. Where we see blue colours, such as here, that means that heights are below normal. And basically what that means is that where they're above normal, there's a tendency towards higher pressure. Where they're below normal, i.e. the blue colours, a tendency towards lower pressure. And we use the anomaly charts just to see how things compare to where they are in an average December. Okay, so this is the chart for week one then. This goes forwards from today through to next Thursday, which is the 17th of December. And what this one is picking out is the idea of high pressure trying to build towards the east, but a trough in the Atlantic here. So we're getting this sort of flow. Now what that does is it lends itself into a mild south-southwesterly flow across the UK. And certainly that's in agreement with other models as to what will happen next week. Yes, it may become quite breezy, but it looks as if mild, perhaps even very mild conditions are on their way into the British Isles. It won't be as windy as it was in the last couple of weeks, and it won't be as wet either, but again it's going to be western areas that see most of any rain that falls. Now heading into week two, which is from next Friday through until the 24th, so taking us up to Christmas Eve. And this one again has the idea of building the heights off towards the east. Got a trough though out towards the west. So we're seeing this sort of pattern again taking shape. Now remember, this is the average for the week. And what we're reading from this is that the first part of the week stays in those mild conditions. So again, with that mild southwesterly flow. However, late on in the week, the trough that's out to the west, we think here will come into play. Now, what that may do is move its way eastwards. Probably we feel during the sort of Monday, Tuesday period. And then what happens is that the winds turn around more into a west or west-northwesterly across the country during the final stages of the week. So that includes up to Christmas Eve. And that lowers temperatures, so it brings the risk of some cooler conditions in across the UK. Now, in terms of snow, what does that mean? Of course, everybody's interested in snow at Christmas. Well, what it could potentially mean is that there could be some snow over the hills of Scotland, over the hills of northern England, and over the hills of Wales as well. Wouldn't rule out the possibility of snow at low levels across Scotland either, but I don't think there'll be snow at lower levels further south. So certainly cooler running through that Christmas period, but I think nothing dramatic, but cooler compared to what we've seen recently. And then for weeks 3 and 4, so this goes from Christmas Day, taking us right the way through the new year, up to the 5th of January. And now this is a potentially colder setup. We have higher than normal heights off towards the east, but we've still got a trough out there. But we have lower than normal heights towards the northwest and a ridge across, or a ridge and higher heights trying to build across the eastern parts of Canada. So we're getting this sort of pattern taking shape. Now, again, what that potentially indicates is the idea of colder air getting into the northern two-thirds of the country and Ireland. So I'm thinking of Northern Ireland, I'm thinking of the north of England, I'm thinking of Scotland, potentially going into quite a cool period of weather there. And then I think for more southern parts of England, it's more hit and miss. So for the southern parts of England, perhaps dipping in and out of the cooler cycle. But generally temperatures down on where they have been. Now, that ties in with our ideas that we were talking about and have been talking about for some time now, of the idea of cooler air trying to find its way in. And looking at those charts this morning, it sort of backs up our opinion as to what we thought might happen. So at the moment, we're relatively confident in those longer range forecasts. Of course, anything can change, can't it? You know that only too well. But we'll keep you updated here throughout at weatherweb.net. But whatever you do, for now, thanks again for watching. Keep the sun shining. Have a great day, and bye for now.